Savages, a movie where Blake Lively can have 1,000 sex scenes and yet never take her top off. But is it balls? That's what we're here to tell you. Okay, so Savages is about these two guys and a chick who run this big sort of weed empire. And the two guys sort of like share the chick because they're like two personalities. They both bang the same chick essentially. But they're both cool with it. Seems like that would be a romantic comedy setting, but it's not in this case. It's a setting for a movie about cartels. Anyway, so these two guys, they run a big weed empire. They're supposed to be like guys who make the best weed ever. And then they end up, their chick that they like, played by Blake Lively, named O, gets kidnapped. And then it comes out to that they need to go and rescue her from the cartels that have kidnapped her. And so you got Aaron Johnson as this sort of more hippie dude. He's all about environmentalism and peace and all that shit.
He was in the Iraq War.
Yeah, no, Iraq War.
No, that was the other.
That was the other guy. There's another dude named John who I forget the actor's name. It's something with a K in it. Or shitty reviewers, but
good work. Good work.
Yeah, good work. Anyways, so then from there they go off and have to go get her. So you got ex-Iraq dude who's ready to kill, and this other dude who isn't, and it's sort of like a whole question of how do they rescue her. And overall,
you forgot. It's got John Travolta.
It has John Travolta
as a
DEA agent.
It's got Benicio del Toro
as a fucked up cartel dude, and Salma
Hayek, who I thought would be really annoying, but she actually kicked a lot of ass.
Yeah, she was pretty good. The
movie. What did you think of Savages?
All the parts are really well acted. I'll give it that. The beginning was really slow. There's 1,000 shots of them like smoking weed and then fucking Blake Lively, but Blake Lively is never actually naked on it. So, they're kind of pointless scenes. I mean, you could just talk about it. You don't need to show it for 5,000 minutes of a wasted sex scene. But, so the opening was really slow, but eventually they get to the part where O gets kidnapped, and then they gotta go get her, and that's where the movie picks up from there. And it really does pick up. And you get a whole bunch of really, like, messed up scenes there. You got torture scenes, rape scenes, kidnapping scenes, murder scenes. And people get murdered in this movie. It's not like bullshit murders like the goons at the beginning of The Dark Knight. Like, there's blood and cartel murder and shit.
And when people get shot in the head, they don't, like, cut away to something, like in the Hunger Games. Like, they actually...
Even a lot of R-rated action movies now cut away from it. Like, Safe House cut away from a lot of murders, and deaths, even though that movie was rated R for some reason. But this movie, they did not shy away from it. In fact, I think they tried to make it as realistic as possible. They seemed to really go for a realistic portrayal of the cartels. In fact, there's even a scene where there's sort of a standoff, and a guy gets shot in the head, and you actually see like brain matter coming out of the back of his head.
Right.
In fact, all the actual action scenes were really well directed. But just to be clear, this is not really an action movie. It's a drama with some action scenes. Not an action movie. I was going and expecting an action movie. I didn't get an action movie, but I did get was a good movie. Well acted, good plot, surprisingly good directing. A little bit slow at times, I thought. Like, there were some scenes, and it had this one issue where they would show a whole character's plot and then develop that for a while, but then they have to move over to another character and focus on that for a while until you start beginning to wonder what's going on with the other people because they don't seem to show them enough.
Yeah, especially in the beginning of the movie, they'll have like 5 different plots going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And at parts in the film, I got a bit confused. And the movie seems to get sidetracked a few times, like especially in the beginning.
Let's try away from any spoilers.
No spoilers, but there are a few scenes that just don't matter, that they could have trimmed out of the movie and it would have been fine.
Overall, though, I'm going with not balls.
Yes, I'm also going to say that Savages is not balls.
Not balls.
Not balls.
Not balls. Alright, that's us. Is it balls? Declan Powers, Eamon Powers. Check out our other channels. We'll post a link below. Alright, see you next time.